Hey guys, welcome to a Week 7 Daily Advanced Madden, and in Week 6 we overlooked the offensive and defensive player of the week. We'll get into that a little bit, we'll cover all the highlights and the action around the league. Let's jump right into it. Before we jump into Week 7, we're going to take a look back at the Week 6 MyMadden.com Offensive Player of the Week. It was Terry McLaurin with 7 catches, 213 yards, and 4 touchdowns on the day. Defensively, the Player of the Week, Marcus May, 3 interceptions, 6 tackles for Mike Johnson's Jets. Now, let's get into those Week 7 highlights. It's the 6-0 Chiefs taking on the 4-2 Bears. Tagovailoa throwing to his left, and Tyrann Mathieu, a.k.a. Grand, that was literally Grand from the beginning on his safety, chasing that crosser, catching up to it, making the pick. And speaking of catching up to it, Mecole Hardman back of the end zone catching up to that ball, and on another post pattern getting behind the defense in literally half a step at the time this ball was let go. But you know, once he's even, he's leaving. Tyreek Hill getting into that end zone, and here the Bears gonna tie it up at 14 late in the second half. And great ball game in this one, but ultimately it's Grand and the Chiefs prevailing 35-30 to go to 7-0 in Chicago. Colts with some big wins, showing they can knock anybody off at any given time. But here, it's going to be kingdom-minded 24-17 victor over the Colts in Indianapolis. In probably what's the most even division in the entire league, the NFC East, it's Javon at 3-4 with a big 33-7 holding court at home versus Drewby's Bills. Meanwhile, in Detroit, it's going to be Everton and his Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. All luck and no play, and in this one, 22-12 is going to be your final for the Packers. Zona taking on Creepy Uncle and the Titans. In this one, the Jaguars staying on their own side of the couch all night, 31-6 for the Jaguars. Let me know in the comments down below. Houston Texans, they come into the league, they have some big wins along the way. Is it no limit slap or no limits lap? What is your name? Anyways, Pittsburgh, big win on the road, playing some amazing defense yet again in this one. The Steelers will move to 3-4. By the way, guys, my mic was in a different area code. Sorry about that. We'll bring it back to where it should be in life. Bringing things to where they should be. 5-1 he moves to. Great game with Port City Baller. Down to the wire. 56-49. That's as high scoring as they come. And here, King XX21 taking on JJ and his Niners. Both came into it 5-1. Something had to give in the NFC West. Make the final 44-41 for King X21's Rams. What a game in Vegas. Starboy balanced through the air on the ground, but the Raiders having a phenomenal day in this one. King Henry getting the win 24-17, moving him to a much-needed 3-4. Playing with you and his Arizona Cardinals going into Seattle, picking up a 35-14 win, 300 passing yards along the way, 110 yards on the ground. Solid effort by playing with you to move to 3-3. Giant game out in the AFC East. 4-2 Patriots were taking on the 4-2 New York Jets. And in this one, Mike Johnson holding court at home, 42-31 over the Patriots. That'll move the Jets to 5-2 on the season. The hectic NFC East where everybody's in it. Gyler Dice picking up a huge win on the road, 28-13 over I Catch Body's Washington football team. That'll move the Eagles to 3-5 on the season. Ryan playing his typical championship defense. The reigning Super Bowl champion goes into Minnesota, 17-6 victory. That'll move the Bucs to 7-1 on the season. The MyMadden.com Offensive Player of the Week is going to be Deebo Samuel of JJ's Niners. 6 catches, 228 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day. On the defensive side of the ball, it's going to be Life's Broncos' Patrick Surtain II. Has an interception and 4 tackles on this day to earn your Defensive Player of the Week. There you have it, guys. Our look at Week 7 and the week that was. Incredible action around the leagues. Thank you so much for coming along for the ride, and I will see you guys tomorrow with